Acknowledgement. Yeah.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here with another episode of Wrestling Wednesdays. Now, if you're new to the channel, we pretty much go over the news topics in the wrestling world and then give our thoughts, ultimately asking your thoughts at the end of the video. In this specific video, we are going to be going over Wrestlemania weekend on certain things that happened. Without further ado, sit back, grab your snacks, and let's get into topic number one. First things first, let's get into Wrestlemania. Wrestlemania, I did my little preview predictions. I did a recap over night one a little bit. But overall, WrestleMania was just okay. Now, if you look at it, night one was kind of just some of the things were good. You know, seeing Jay win the match between Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, and then the triple threat match was pretty much the thing that saved the whole night one. But when you go into night two, it's kind of reverse. All the matches leading up to the main event, stellar, great. Seeing Dominic win the IC championship, great. Nice to see him get the pop. The triple threat, the women's match, the women's title between Bianca, Io, and Rhea, that was match of the night for sure. But obviously the ending with the main event was not bad. It was just ending a little lackluster, and having Travis Scott out there did not help at all. So it's just sad to see that the night one and night two were kind of reverse. But that's neither here nor there. There were a couple things I love, a couple things I wish they didn't do, but overall, like I said, it was just okay because the build wasn't as great comparing it to 39 and 40. There were bigger stories there, but it was just okay. It wasn't the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen. I mean, 27 still is out there, but yeah, it was just an okay WrestleMania, and hopefully leading to WrestleMania 42, we can get a little something better. Now, let's talk after WrestleMania, the Raw after Mania. Raw after Mania was better than Mania. How is that? Like, what? The things there, like, now, obviously there was a lot of good things. There was only 3 matches on that show. 3. But a lot of things surrounding them were great. And one of the things that is the biggest thing that everybody's talking about is Bron Breakker joining Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. And I love how everybody's starting to call it Evolution 2.0. And everybody's trying to guess who is going to be the next, who is going to fill in the Randy Orton spot. I know there's people trying to push for Austin Theory to be a part of it because Rollins and Austin Theory have been in a faction before. There's also talk recently where people talk about Nathan Frazier because Seth Rollins is one of his trainers, his people who really put him on. But there's talk about bringing Fraxium into that new faction as a tag team. And that would be kind of crazy having because Fraxium, I would love to see Fraxium on the main roster because the tag team division on Raw, just Raw specifically, is terrible. There's nothing going on. Like, seriously, nothing. They built it so much better on SmackDown, but that's neither here nor there. Now, personally, I'm okay with either or. I would love to see Austin Theory get out of the whole tag team with him and Grayson Waller. Now, would I prefer him be a face or a heel? Now, it would have been great to see something different with him being a face, turning on Grayson Waller, but that never happened, and I don't know if it is ever going to happen. But him teaming up with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker would be straight fire. But we will see what happens. I'm also, like I said, I'm interested in Fraxium being a part of the group because it would give some nice high flyer tag team division some wealth there. But the Bron Breaker being part of Seth Rollins' new faction, it's perfect. It's cinema, and building to a possibility of Seth and Bron Breaker versus Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Sign me up. But it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens with the group if they add another member, and if they possibly add a female member, because that would be nice. Because the Bloodline didn't have that, and hopefully they can do that moving forward as well too. We'll see what happens. But who do you think should join the group? Comment below and let me know. And last but not least, I know I'm wearing the merch, but we got to talk about it, bro. The things that The Rock said on the Pat McAfee show has got the fans in discourse. Because basically what he said is he was just there to help with ticket sales because they needed it for an elimination chamber. So, meaning to tell me that The Rock was just there for ticket sales, didn't need to be a part of the story, and he basically said that the final boss, his work is done. Let's keep the spotlight on Cody and Cena. But the thing is, you got yourself involved in that story, and we got no real payoff with it because they don't acknowledge the whole thing of John Cena joining The Rock and turning on Cody, when we could have just had John Cena turning himself or building the story to his turn at Mania. But it's just kind of frustrating to hear that from The Rock, and TKO. And when it comes to the tickets not selling, it's because your prices are outrageous for some of these things. And I get it. TKO, you're just trying to hop on the train that WWE was on these last 2 years. But man, you're killing the fandom with these ticket prices. Like, The Rock is not, like, of course, people that got the money are going to come see The Rock if The Rock's going to be there, of course. But man, those ticket prices got to come down if you want those fans to come support the show, and the story's got to be better as well. It almost sounded like Rock was almost blaming, Triple H in the camp over there. But we've seen Triple H book 2 straight years of solid greatness. Yeah, and having no literal story for Cody and the plan for Cody to turn heel, this is just I just don't know what's going on. And the fact that Cody's title reign was not interesting until the KO feud. I've said this plenty of times. It's like they didn't know what they were doing. And yeah, it's just wild. I mean, I don't want to keep going on a full-on rant, but I feel like we just gotta learn to keep our expectations to a medium, so we're not expecting too high to be brought down. But yeah, if you got a chance to watch the segment, the interview with The Rock on the Pat McAfee show, what was your takeaway from it? That's all I gotta ask. But those are the topics of the day. What are your thoughts on them? Comment below. Let me know. And as always, your thoughts. Make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell until you're notified when we upload a video. But until then, we'll catch you later.